Welcome to Disaster Party Podcast. This is our weekly news roundup where we search through the internet and find what we find interesting and we share it with you. My name is Rob and I'm joined with by
Oh, daddy, it's your boy, Andy Bivians. That's Bivians, the one true Whoa Daddy of Bivians INC. What's up?
same shit, man. Nothing's really been going on. No, I got my driveway done this week. That was cool. Really tired. Um, what I got? No, last week I had my COVID shot, so I was good. But, um, dude, have you ever used a fucking till?
A till?
Yeah,
Nah.
bro. Oh my god, I had to use a till because for my yard, and this thing is jumping like as if I'm riding a fucking bull at like a bar, like my arms are they're jelly. My arms they hurt so bad. My hands to squeeze my hands it hurts because you had to squeeze the throttle and hold on tight, but then it's constantly like shaking that it like I don't even know it just made my hands hurt real bad. But
Oh, I bet.
yeah, yeah, I can't even think of anything exciting. Oh, I mean, cool exciting thing is apparently if you're vaccinated, fully vaccinated, you could go without mask, but apparently not in New York because it's
Which
a state by state thing.
A doesn't make sense to me, and B, playing devil's advocate, how they gonna know?
Well, it's supposed to be an honor system, but we both know how that's gonna work.
Look how the honor system in the world's working now. But
Yeah.
I digress.
Mm-hmm.
So is your fence fully up?
No, I wanted to. The driveway's done now, so I
Uh-huh.
wanted to till as much of the backyard as I could. Then I'm gonna plant like grass seed and get that all sorted, and then I'm gonna put the fence up.
Nice.
But all but two posts are in.
Okay.
So once those two posts are in, it's literally just putting the fence up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Coming along.
Oh yeah. Quicker than I thought, but. Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
Yes, sir. What about you? How was your week?
Week was good. Long training. Did jujitsu this week. I feel like every time I go now, like everybody just whoops my ass. I don't get it.
Makes sense.
They're all. I mean, granted, everybody there has been training for like 5 years and up. So like, I'm coming in. It's like they sweep their legs. I'm like, next thing I know, I'm on my back again
Makes sense.
and again and
Yeah.
again and again and again. But I love it. It's fun. It's cool. Um, what did I do this week? Like, there's nothing I can actually like think back that like pops out of my mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
me.
started using ankle weights because I gotta get lighter on my feet.
Okay.
So I pretty much walk with them all day, every day, and you never realize how hard cardio is until you have an extra 5 pounds strapped to you.
Oh, I'm sure.
So-
It's like Piccolo,
Yeah, yeah.
but he has a whole big thing, and then whenever he fights, he just takes it off.
He's like, and I'm done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's been good.
Well, that's good.
Word.
All right then. I guess we didn't have too much of a crazy week.
No, pretty low key.
All right then. So I guess it's time to jump into the news.
Ooh.
And let me tell you something. I'm pissed.
Oh,
I'm pissed, bro. I'm pissed.
we need to speak about it.
I'm gonna speak about it. Fuck Elon Musk.
Ooh, he went straight for the jugular.
Fuck him. Cause this dude is purposely just pumping Dogecoin and just pumping Dogecoin. Then he pumped the Bitcoin market by having Tesla buy Bitcoin. And then all of a sudden he starts going, Bitcoin does a lot of damage to the environment. It uses too much energy or something like that, right? But
Yeah.
he knows. He knows. Like if he pretends he doesn't know, he's lying because he knows that apparently 75% of all Bitcoin mining is renewable energy.
He's got to
So
know that.
if he's talking about the 25% that isn't, okay, fair, but he made it seem like a very, like the entire crypto market, the entire Bitcoin market. Then he started saying that Bitcoin's not decentralized. Then he's now teasing that Tesla might sell their Bitcoin, and then he starts saying that he's going to work with the Dogecoin developers to make Dogecoin the number one cryptocurrency and beat Bitcoin. So this dude is just like, that's like market manipulation. Like if honestly, if that was
Um,
in stock market, he'd be in jail
bro,
because
that's
that's illegal.
public market manipulation.
Yeah. So this dude is like doing something that is, if crypto was as regulated as stocks, he would be in jail right now.
See,
And he
and
knows it though. He knows it. That's the fucked up part.
then the people were buying Teslas via Bitcoin for like a month, right?
Yeah, and then oh yeah, that was something else. He basically said that Tesla will no longer be accepting Bitcoin to buy cars. So, okay. So now there's two things with that. One, fuck Elon Musk. And two, a lot of Bitcoiners who put down a deposit or whatever, who put in a pre-order for like the Cybertrucks, canceled
Yeah,
their pre-order.
of course.
Like a bunch of them.
Well, A, if they're not accepting Bitcoin by that point, then their pre-order pretty much is null and valid anyway.
Yeah.
B, the only reason they probably did that was because of it. So,
Yeah. So fuck Elon Musk because he's still doing this shit. And right now, the Bitcoin price, I don't remember what it was last week, but right now the Bitcoin price is fucking, let me see it. Let me see it. 46,000. It crashed.
yeah, last week it was like 50, right?
It was
52?
55 maybe, I don't know, but it crashed at 46. It went as low as 45.
It's crazy.
I mean, I've been buying the dip, you know what I'm saying? I'm buying that dip, baby.
Sucks.
Because Bitcoin was around before Tesla and it'll be around after Tesla. And if it takes a little longer to go to 100K or plus 100K, it's still going to go there. And guess what? I'm going to have my bags to the moon, baby.
All I see is a raise.
No,
More
well,
of a raise.
yeah, you're buying a discount right now. You're buying a discount.
Facts.
All right, so quick on this. There was two huge winners this week in the crypto market. You had Cardano, which I've talked about before. That basically jumped 63% in the last 7 days, and
Nice.
it broke like, it almost hit 250 cents.
Wow.
Last week I think it was like $1.70 or something like that. I bought it at 14 cents, so I'm up.
Get it.
Anyways, there's a lot of hype behind it now because they're saying that this might be a crypto because Elon said that Bitcoin was bad for the environment, and Cardano might be a crypto that he might target that's not bad for the environment. Blah blah blah. And apparently Mark Cuban is now going, "Oh, I like Cardano." Blah blah blah. But anyways, I'll still ride the ride. But yeah, and then another crypto that has like exploded way more than I ever expected and out fast is Polygon. Matic, MATIC is the abbreviation. It jumped 125% this week.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I grabbed it around 75, and it's at a dollar. It's at $1.72 right now.
That's dope.
So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So yeah, crypto's definitely, there's going to be a lot to be watching out for this week. So keep an eye out. And if you are buying, this yesterday and today have been great buying opportunities because pretty much everything minus like a handful have really crashed. So it's a good time to scoop up.
Discount days.
Discount days are the best days.
Facts.
All right,
AKA I call them bleed out days.
Yeah, bleed out days. Yeah, red days.
Everything's just red. Everything's just dropping.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the continuation of the news under video games. Let's see what the topic is. What are the news stories today, Andy?
So, Microsoft rolled out a new dynamic background today for the Xbox Series X and the Series S, and one of them is called the Original. I don't know if you remember the first Xbox where they
Hmm.
had that green glowing orb in the back.
It was
Well, I
like on
guess now
top.
you can. Yeah, yeah. Now you can put it as like your background, so like it's always like flowing in the background.
Hmm.
Kind of a little nostalgia feel.
Okay.
Speaking of nostalgia, if you ever owned an Xbox, the original Xbox, the first Xbox, you know them big ass controllers they had.
Uh huh.
So like you got the controller and you were like, "All right, guys, I'm ready to play.
Yeah,
Like,
it
let's
was
go."
huge. It was huge.
Like it was massive. Well, apparently people are looking for them again and they re-released them. Yep,
Oh, okay.
and they're selling because people want them, which
Well,
is
supply and
surprising to me.
demand. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of supply and demand, the PS5 supplies will continue to be limited going into 2022. They say.
That's because all those the microchips that are all like on delay and are not being made as fast to keep up with the demand.
They were saying because of COVID is the reason on why they're behind because they can't produce as much.
Hmm.
But which is crazy, people are still trying to get their hands on PS5s and still can't.
I know we put in the story that actually the switches are going through the same thing. They can't keep up with the demand because they don't have enough chips to manufacture new systems.
Just wait until it becomes, holiday season. People can't get
Scalp those shits.
hold of anything. Oh,
Yeah,
hell
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Just check eBay around holiday season and watch the price go up.
I'm
It'd be
sure
crazy.
people are holding on to those PS4s now or PS5 now, knowing exactly what you just said.
Oh, absolutely. Smart, but, you know.
Yeah.
um, so, also, The Rock's new movie, Jungle Cruise, releases July 30th in theaters and on Disney Plus. So that's finally coming out. That looks kind of cool.
It kind
It
of
kind of gives me like an Anaconda vibe,
to me, it's like a Jumanji.
like another Jumanji.
Yeah,
When I first saw it, I thought that was the trailer to Jumanji, and then I realized it was a whole different movie.
exactly.
I guess because I'm pretty sure The Rock's in the same stuff.
He's in Jumanji.
No, 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 like the same clothes,
Oh, that's even funnier.
except he has a hat on in Jungle Cruise. And it has been confirmed that Michael Jordan is going to appear in Space Jam 2,
Oh,
but apparently the director said not as we think.
oh,
So I read that, and at first I got excited. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be awesome. Then I thought about it, and I feel like they're gonna do what's that movie? Independence Day, like they did with Will Smith for the second one. It had a picture of him hanging in a locker, and that was his like cameo or
or
mention.
they can make him a cartoon.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to my head.
Okay, I could see them doing that.
Yeah,
I
so he
thought
doesn't.
they'd have like
So he
a
doesn't have to actually show up. He could just do like voiceover.
yeah, and be like, here you go,
Yeah,
and probably still get paid the same amount as if he was there physically because
probably.
he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Also, I was very excited for this, and this made sense. And anybody who knows me, and I know the whole pod world knows, I'm a huge supporter of Restore the Snyderverse. Zack Snyder showed a picture of Jon Stewart and the actor who played Jon Stewart in the movie. So apparently they filmed all of this stuff. They had all the Green Lantern stuff. And then in Warner Brothers fashion, fucks everybody and is like, you know what? We have future projects that are going to go out that are going to feature Green Lantern. We kind of want to keep them a surprise. So, fun fact about the movie. Martian Manhunter in the movie was not supposed to be in the movie. That's supposed to be Green Lantern.
I think I read that. Yeah.
But they took him out because of that.
Well, apparently there's been a lot of fucking shit with Warner Brothers going on. Apparently Zack Snyder said that Warner Brothers was giving him shit the entire time he was doing the Snyder Cut.
Apparently, they're extremely against it,
Yeah.
which I don't understand. It's what's making them the most money.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, you think the original Justice League made them that much money, and to the point the fans are just like, we want more. Like, produce us more. Like, you
I'm
already know it's
sure.
going to sell.
I'm sure it did make a lot of money because people didn't know it was that bad when it first came out. So, I mean, I could see it still doing pretty well financially, but yeah, exactly. They're just
But like afterwards, like nobody was gonna run out and see more of that unless they had the Snyder cut.
yeah.
And now you have the Snyder cut, and they're like, we want to see more of this. Like, you know it's going to sell, but you're just being dicks and saying you don't want it. I never understood that. Just like I didn't understand when Disney pulled from Marvel, or not Disney. Marvel pulled from what was Spider-Man at the time? Fox? Sony. Marvel made Sony so much money with Spider-Man, then they're just like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. I don't. It's probably an ego thing. They're like, we can't have some one director make a better movie than what we wanted, and they're just probably being dicks.
Which makes zero sense. So they're gonna hold their company back
Yeah, but
for making more money.
Yeah,
But
people are stupid. All right, this one I don't care at all about. So you talk about it, and I'll just go. That's cool.
So
That's
HBO
fine.
Max announced that the Friends reunion after 17 years will premiere on its service on May 27th, and it's going to premiere the same day that they're going to release all episodes of Friends.
That's cool.
Yep. You never liked Friends?
Nope.
No.
Nah.
What's that?
Listen. Okay. Here, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown here. People used to tell me, "Oh my God, Friends is so good." I'd watch a couple episodes. I was like, "Listen, I always give it a try, especially if I have a couple people."
Yeah.
Couldn't get into it. Then when it got put on, is it on HBO Max now or is it on Hulu?
It will be on HBO Max. I think it's
there-
on Hulu now.
So then maybe it's on Hulu. So Taylor was like, "Oh, we normally binge a show. We kind of put it on a show in the background, like when we go to sleep or whatever." She's like, "Oh, let's put on Friends instead of whatever else we put on." And I was like, "Oh God." So literally, we put a TV show on, we fall asleep, a couple episodes run, and then it kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we did it until the series was over. And a lot of the episodes, like, either she goes to sleep like way earlier than I do, so I'm up still watching it.
Yeah.
Even then, I'm like,
You just couldn't get into it.
and again, we like binged it through however many seasons, and I probably ended up watching maybe 30 to 40 episodes.
Oh wow.
Because they're only 20 episodes, 20 minutes each or so.
Yeah, because they were half hour blocks.
So let's just use the time frame here. Taylor normally falls asleep before 10. I'm up till like 1.
Okay.
So how many episodes is that between one? We'll probably watch one together. Okay. So that's 1, and then 2 from 10 to 11. That's 3. 11 to 12. That's 4. 12 to 1. That's 6 plus
6.
7. So I'm watching almost 7 a night.
I'd still hate it.
And I just, it's not that I hated it. I just didn't understand what the hype was.
That's fair.
Like, I laughed at a couple, but it wasn't something that I was like, oh, I need to go back and watch this again.
I honestly think Friends now is just a nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of, like, CW's main shows back in the day.
But I hear a lot of it. Again, I wasn't paying attention maybe as much as I need to, but I heard a lot of it does not necessarily work today.
Oh, of course not. None of the shows back then worked today.
Yeah, but that wasn't that far ago. 17 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, that's a decent chunk of time.
Dude, okay. Smallville, the finale aired 10 years ago.
Okay.
And that was 8 or 9 seasons.
Okay.
So that means it started 17, 18 years ago.
Wait, say that again?
If the season finale aired 10 years ago,
Okay.
right? And it
Oh,
was
okay. I see what you're saying.
8 or 9 seasons long, meaning it started about 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And Smallville still holds up.
Well, Smallville was also a superhero show.
Still holds up. There was there
Friends
was
isn't a
there was real
superhero show.
there was real life stuff going on there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this was more edgier and racier.
Okay.
I would say. No.
I mean, Fresh Prince of Bel Air was around that time. That still holds up.
That's true.
Mm.
You could compare it to that.
Full House still holds up. The old ones. What was that? What was that Steve Urkel show? Family Matters still holds up. Boy
Family
Meets
Matters
World
will always hold up.
Boy Meets World still holds up.
That's true.
So it's like those were classics. Those were around the same time. Why do some hold up and some don't?
I still think that might have been racier than the other. Well, I mean,
Family Matters was pretty like
Family Matters was borderline.
Fresh Prince
lot
of
of the
Bel Air. Fresh Prince of Bel Air talked about adult stuff.
Yeah.
So
And stuff for the times too.
and stuff for the time and stuff that's still relevant.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's on perspective. There's a lot of
So do
A lot of
you
people
are
will
you a
cancel
big
it,
are
but-
you a big Friends fan then?
no.
Oh, okay. You
No.
you sound like you're almost defending it, so I wasn't sure.
Well, I'm trying to play from both sides.
Oh, okay. Again, I don't hate it. It's just nothing. Like, I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. It has a laugh track on it,
Yes.
and I don't like I don't like shows that have laugh track. Even like Seinfeld, I enjoy. But if they got rid of the laugh track, because I'm pretty sure Seinfeld has laugh track, I would have enjoyed it that much more.
Were they filmed in front of a studio audience too?
I don't know.
Friends?
I don't know, but the laugh track. But even Fresh Prince had a laugh track, I think, because that was a live audience. I'm pretty sure.
That was a live audience.
But again, that one didn't bother me. So maybe that's not what bothered me from Friends. I don't know.
Friends is just kind of like different. Like it's weird. Like you can't compare it to Smallville, but you can compare it to
Real life dramas or real life comedy, like sitcoms.
I was gonna say a Different Strokes, but a Different Strokes was a whole different
Yeah, it's a different one.
genre, or not
Yeah.
Different Strokes, a different world.
Oh, okay.
That's a whole different like. That was a whole different like race like show. So I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it was just a bunch of privileged white people that were living in rent-controlled apartments that barely had jobs, and they just had a lot of inconveniences in their life. I mean, it's the same thing as How I Met Your Mother, I guess. But you actually know what their
that
jobs
you
are.
can compare it to.
But again, How I Met Your Mother, classic.
True.
I mean, even some of How I Met Your Mother still doesn't work now.
A lot of How I Met Your Mother probably wouldn't work now. And I bet you if the cancel culture got a hold of it, there's a lot of it that they would be like, never show this again.
Dude,
This is
there's
bad.
there's episodes of The Office that would not work now.
Bro, the sexual harassment episode wouldn't work now. That's hilarious.
Dude, later in the series, one of the characters does blackface.
That's all right. So since we're on this topic,
But okay, ready? So they do blackface and they took it out.
understandably so.
Yeah, but and then there was another one that like there was a character on a Halloween episode that pretended to hang themselves, and they took that out.
Understandable.
There's like a couple of like little scenes that they took out. I mean, think about it, the gay witch hunt, that whole episode. Like that might not fly nowadays.
Bro, the title alone won't fly nowadays.
Dude, he's like I've always said faggy. Like, bro, that shit don't fly no more.
Hell no. You say that in the wrong spot, like that's it.
Yeah, and I'm just quoting the show. But
Facts. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But friends have like those pop up deals all over now, and like people like run to them and like flock to them. So
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot
I
of
don't know.
people. Yeah.
I don't know what the
Um.
hype is.
So let's move on then.
All right,
Have you seen the Venom trailer?
I did. So I saw half of it. I didn't see all of it.
Okay. Well, it was badass and awesome, and I'm excited for it. But I found out it doesn't take place in the MCU,
That's understandable because the
meaning no
first Venom
Spider-Man,
did. Oh,
because Spider-Man is in the MCU.
that doesn't surprise me though.
But they were talking about after the first one that they were going to make him part of the MCU. So now that they changed their minds or whatever, it I don't know. I feel like Venom would be cool in the MCU. Even if they just
A
like
thousand percent.
for them just to be like it's not in the MCU. Just don't say anything.
Yeah, just let it happen.
Yeah. Oh,
Let people
if
think
they
it.
do like a Q&A or, oh, is it part of the MCU? I guess you'll have to find out.
Yeah. Let us know when you watch it.
Yeah.
I maybe after this one it'll be in the MCU because like I heard Spider-Man's got like another couple movies under his belt, or like Tom Holland re-signed for like another couple movies.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
So
yeah.
I don't
But
know. I
it was
mean, I
badass.
think Tom Hardy's Venom in the MCU would be dope. The only thing I didn't like is Carnage and Venom look the same.
Well, Venom's bigger.
Yeah. A
I kind
little.
of I kind of liked how Venom talks um out loud with Tom Hardy, but it's almost like he still has to be shown because every time he talks it's always like the black like symbiote stuff.
Yeah.
And in the trailer when he goes to like the supermarket and he's like, "Hi, Mrs. Cho" or whatever, and then Venom's like, "Hi, Miss Cho." And then he's like Venom's like, "Do you have my cookies?" And she's like, "No, it didn't come in. Should we eat her?" And he's like, "No, no, no, no." So there's gonna be
Yeah, I
humor
like
to
that they
it.
put that spin on it. Like they kind of changed the Venom character a little bit, but I'm okay with that
Yeah,
because it's the way the movie's going. Like it's definitely not comic accurate, but for the movie it makes sense.
yeah. So I'm down
Yeah.
with it. All right, so sports and wrestling, I guess we could say currently right now is WWE Backlash or WrestleMania Backlash is on right now. So Andy and I are currently watching it. And if you listen tomorrow, we will be releasing our top 10 all-time wrestlers. And it's going to
See
be
what I did
me, Andy, Shawnee D, and first-time guest, Jerome. So that will be, we'll be talking all about wrestling in the next podcast.
I'm
So
excited.
before we jump in and get on to that podcast, updates, Andy, come on.
Um,
Office.
Office, yes. One
Okay.
episode. I'm almost done with season 2.
Okay, cool.
So, Office, yes. Passport, no.
God.
I think I'm gonna, cause I got something else that I'm gonna drop off too. So I think I'm
Okay.
gonna just take a day and drop everything off, do everything at once,
Okay.
and then that podcast is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So before we jump out, just want to make sure what's our topic for next week, Andy?
Our topic for next week, as I hope that I don't have said
have it.
Moderna arm
Oh yes.
or the headaches.
No, you would have Moderna arm already. It's just round 2.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So next
Round
week
2.
we will be going into a deep dive on cryptocurrency because Andy might not be 100%. So I'm gonna be running the pod, not by myself, because he might be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yep,
That's cool.
yep,
My
yep,
head hurts
Doge.
and I'm dying.
Yeah.
So we're
Crypto.
gonna go into NFTs. We're gonna go into DeFi, Dogecoin, Bitcoin. So send your questions. We'll try to answer it. We will do the research. We'll get all that stuff. We'll try to make it easy, the easiest way to understand, the simplest way to. Yeah. So we could just try to simplify everything. But
Facts.
cool. All right then. So we're gonna just say it as always. Like, share, comment, rate, review, and subscribe to all of our social media platforms. That is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. But guys, ladies, gents, if you can rate us on Apple iTunes or Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever you can rate us our podcast, the more rates that we have, the more ratings that we have, the more comments we have in that area, the more our podcast pops up for other people to see. So if you guys could do that, we appreciate it. All right, so tune in tomorrow to hear our top 10 wrestlers of all time in our opinion. So this is Rob. I'll see you.
This is Andy. Peace.
Bye-bye.